Hey guys, your old buddy John Couchoud here, South Jersey Beer Scene, and we've been talking about this special announcement all week. So I just want to get to it right now, and going to pop up four of my friends here. And I got Matt Czigler from Czigmeister Brewing up there. Cheers, Matt. Got
Cheers.
my friend Alexis Degan
Hey.
from the New Jersey Brewers Association, and my buddy Fun Bobby, Rob Callaghan from Tuckahoe Brewing Company. And you know, we're just going to cut right to the chase. I'm going to put it right on Fun Bobby, and you go ahead and start talking, Bobby. You ready to go?
All right, everybody. So I guess we've kept everybody in suspense long enough. I know some people I've talked to about it briefly, but I guess March 24th, when I went to go live with South Jersey Beer Scene right before I came up, I watched ABC World News Tonight, and I watched pretty much every news avenue there is, but that's the only news entity I watched that at least the last 5 minutes or something good where they do America Strong, and it kind of leaves you at least feeling good after watching such depressing stuff.
Are you looking at
So as I was walking up the steps to Skype, I said, how about Brewery Strong? Hashtag Brewery Strong. Well, that idea has now become a reality. With the help of everybody here that's on the screen, Matt and Alexis and John, Cindy from Twin Elephant, Mike Bell, my artist, Frank Santor, my digital guy. We came up with Brewery Strong. We will use the hashtag Brewery Strong.
Let's run the promo, Rob.
Yeah, run the promo real quick.
Yeah.
So I got us up on the split screen right now. So Rob, continue to talk. So brewerystrong.org has just been launched.
Yeah. Nice. Awesome. So Brewery Strong was a mission statement, I guess. We'll go with the Jerry Maguire. It was just a mission statement, but now it is a reality. It was formed to help people during times of crisis in the brewing industry, the hospitality industry, bartenders, waitresses, in the small mom and pop bars, stuff like that. We're starting off with a design that you saw was made by Mike Bell and digitized by Frank Santoro. And what we're going to do is do T-shirts first to start to raise money, and we'll go from there. We have a feeling that this will grow to be something pretty big, and it's pretty important to me. This is my second career, and I've met so many great people in this industry, and I felt it was like my way to give back. I mean, my wife's still working, I'm still working. My wife works for a school district, so I'm okay, and I know there's a lot of people out there hurting, and I just wanted to do something good, maybe to atone for some of my past sins, but I think that this is something really good. And as I launched Brewery Strong on Facebook, we've had such a great month so far. I only launched it like 20 minutes ago, so
let's throw it to Alexis real quick. Alexis, so we have a mission statement. So our mission statement is, paraphrase it.
Yeah, sure. It's to help, brewery employees and other hospitality workers who are affected by COVID. That's our short-term mission statement. Our longer-term mission statement is to help the growth of the brewery industry. So one of the aspects of this nonprofit will be the formation of a scholarship fund for brewery education, because we do see Brewery Strong as a larger picture, item, a larger concept. Breweries are so helpful of each other, and we just see this as an opportunity to create an organization designed to be supportive in financial and educational and other ways that complement the already existing structures that support the brewing industry. So that's our mission statement.
And we have a couple trustees that are along for the ride with us too, and talk about them, Rob.
So we have a 5-member board, the 4 of us and Cindy, as I mentioned, and we decided that we needed some trustees along the way to help. So we reached out to Augie Carton from Carton Brewing, who graciously accepted, and Crystal Lockman from Axe and Arrow, and Mike Kivowitz. And everybody accepted, and we're pretty happy to bring them on board because they bring a lot to the table.
And Matt can talk to the breweries. One of the things that we want to do is be able to give you our logos and have you work with it to try and help us and help you maybe sell some more merchandise. Matt, you can speak to that a little bit if you'd like.
Yeah. So one of the things that we had kind of talked about was we're going to be releasing T-shirts through Teespring. But my thought for stuff that we do over here at the brewery was we sell a lot through either the tasting room, even still now, and a lot through our distribution through sales to homes and stuff like that. So I thought what would be a great thing, we're trying now to raise money to help the individual that works in the hospitality industry, but the breweries too also need a little bit of help. So I thought we could take this logo that we have and give it over and license it out to the different breweries in the state for them to put together a T-shirt right now and be able to sell those at their location, whether through the tap room or through their own distribution channel to people, and be able to use that to make a little bit for themselves, but also still raise money for the nonprofit, for Brewery Strong. So the idea would be if breweries are interested in taking the logo and working with us on it, is as long as when you agree to it, we go and we put 50% of above profits to at least over to Brewery Strong. The other half can help you guys at these breweries, still stay in business, still keep the lights on and everything like that, and kind of still help out throughout. So it's not just we're not just pushing out here to help the individuals, but also the breweries in the state as well.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to have, we're going to reach out to, we're brewery people, we're beer people, but we're community people. I think the community is a strong one, and we want it to be inclusive. And we were talking about this a little bit, Alexis, the people that work in restaurants and liquor stores and bars. I mean, let's go to the brewery guys. So you guys are you brewery owners and employees. How much do they mean to you and your business?
I mean, before I got in the brewing business, I was bartender as my second job. And, they're my friends, my family. I met so many great people that way. And listen, reality is they push our beer, they drink our beer, they stop in our tasting rooms, and they're struggling too, dude, because none of these, they can't open at all. I mean, some of these places haven't opened,
I got it. So Eric Delinsky, who's our friend from Lucky Bones, is this just a New Jersey or a national fund? You guys want to speak to that a little bit for the beginning here?
It's as of now, our focus is on New Jersey, but what we really want to do is grow it. We want to grow it as big as we can get. And, listen, shoot for the stars. There's nothing wrong with that. People, some businesses already reached out to me, because they've been in contact with either Alexis or I, and they know a little bit about it. And I got some emails today from some companies, which I don't need to name right now, but they showed interest in donating and helping. And listen, we don't know where this is going to go, but I think it can go big. It's here to help, and that's all we can do. And yes, we want to focus on New Jersey in the beginning, in the first few rounds anyway. We have to see where it goes, but right now we're going to focus on Jersey.
I think, Alexis, we had talked about we want to have the owners of these places involved so they can nominate people that they feel worthwhile through an application process. So
yeah, we just, we want to make sure that we're getting the money to the people in the most need, and we want to make sure that we're being good partners. Like you hear all the time, breweries, bars, restaurants, very close partners. We're all in the same industry together. All of the staff members of this industry are struggling. And we just want to make sure that we're being good partners, we're getting the money into the right hands, talking to the owners who of your staff, is struggling the most, or like, have you had to lay off or significantly reduce their hours? Because, there are lots of breweries that are able to keep people on long, more hours depending on their roles, but, had to lay people off or greatly reduce their hours. So just trying to get a better idea from the folks in the know.
I have the advantage of seeing the people that are putting comments up on the screen from the cockpit, the what do they call it, the cockpit here. But like Dave Martin, here's one of our guys who works in the industry right now. I'm sure this has been a little bit of a problem for you guys, Dave and Stephanie, and I know that you're the people that we have in mind. You're the people that promote beer. I mean, I had to go introduce myself. I had introduced myself to Dave because they had supported my website so much. I saw them in Zed's one night. I just had to go up and thank them. This is the kind of community. These are the kind of people that we want to help. Thanks, Jason Campbell. Thanks. We would love to have everybody involved in any way that they can. And 100% of all the proceeds from the T-shirt store, which is up, there's a Teespring link on our Facebook page. And it's just teespring.com. And you're going to go to Brewery Strong. Go to our Facebook page and link to it. 100% of the proceeds from the profits of that are going to go directly to the organization to start. We don't know how quickly we're going to be able to build, but we do think that this is a community that knows, that gives and gives and gives and gives. And I think that with the people that we have involved and the people that will eventually become involved, because we know this is going to get bigger, we think we have the ability to get it where it needs to go. So let's go. I'm going to talk to Matt real quick if I can. Matt, so you're a brewery owner. You're in the middle of hell, more or less, where you guys are up there. It's craziness. What are you guys doing just to keep, how are you doing? I guess that's what I'm asking.
I mean, we were kind of in a lucky spot. We were building up stock of all of our beers for going into the spring. So we had a decent stockpile to kind of run off of, and we can a lot of our beers to begin with. We're a 15 barrel size brewery, so a lot of our beer already goes into cans, and we had that to kind of play off of. So between the brewery staff and the tasting room staff, we kind of talked with them early on when they started hitting up, and I said, I got to close down the tap room. We'd like to switch over to as much as we can on the delivery side, because we were allowed to deliver to homes. And every one of them stepped up to the plate and said, hey, whatever you need, I'll drive a car. If you put me on your insurance, we'll do what we have to do to keep in. And we haven't had to lay anybody off yet because of it, so we're kind of in a lucky spot, and we're increasing the amount of beer that we're putting out, and we're increasing our distribution footprint. But we're not. We understand that we're in this different zone than a lot, or different setting than a lot of other breweries are in right now. So I want to kind of take what we have and the abilities that we have right over here and be able to take some of that and bring it back to everybody else who is hurting a little bit right now, and do what we can to kind of offset that and make it work.
We have a lot of people coming in and looking, and just for those of you who just joined us, it's John Couchoud from South Jersey Beer Scene. I have my friend Matt Czigler, Alexis, Degan, Rob Callaghan, not pictured, Cindy DeRama from Twin Elephant Brewing Company up in Chatham. Do I get that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. For those of you just going, we formed an organization along with some trustees, Augie Carton and Crystal Lockman of Axnara and Mike Kibwitz, formed Brewery Strong. It's a nonprofit that supports people in the brewing, bar, and restaurant industries who need help during times of crisis. My friend Fun Bobby thought of this in the middle of it on my show one night. And we're going to be here for our brothers and sisters in the industry for now and in the future. I mean, things happen all the time, and that's why we formed this. And we'd love to have as many of you participating. And one of the nice things, Alexis, and we didn't even think about this when you and Rob were originally talking about this, with the New Jersey laws, this gives us kind of some things that we can do.
Well, we can certainly...
Well...
Oh yeah, I mean, have beer gardens, Brewery Strong beer gardens. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's some things we can do.
Fun things we can do.
There's some fun things we can do too, and
yeah.
When this pandemic eventually replaces, and what are you drinking there? You got a little Gusto all together there?
This is from my boy Zach. I went down to see my boys at Gusto, and I'm drinking the All Together collab. Shout out to them. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I had a meeting with my team, with Tom and Vic and Richard, and I didn't get to talk to Kristen yet, but we're all fully on board. We're going to run a lot of stuff that, as much as we can do to help this, we believe in it. We think it's great. Alexis drinks and Alexis drives, but not at the same time.
Never at the same time.
But you get to see a lot of people in this state, and I mean, tell me the feel of what's going on around right now.
Sure. I mean, generally people are dug in and getting very creative. There is, of course, people are concerned. This is unprecedented times. The, vast majority of folks have seen their businesses cut by like upwards of 90%, depending on what the business model was. And, the longer that this goes on, the more uncertainty there is, the more nervous people get. But, I've really come to understand that breweries really embody that improvise, adapt, and overcome mindset. And I'm seeing that all over the state. Folks are doing what they need to do to keep the lights on, to keep as many people employed as possible, to keep, their customers engaged in new product, in looking at old product in new ways. And so there is this this general feeling of determined. Everyone's determined to improvise, adapt, and overcome this new hurdle. And, we're just going to continue having that feel. And one of the universal themes across the board is how grateful everyone is to their customers. Because in New Jersey specifically, the customers have come out in full force in support of their local breweries. There are these brackets going on that, get people into breweries they've never seen before, getting people talking about their favorite breweries. There are, lots of just great camaraderie and great energy in both the brewing production side of things and sales side of things, and the beer consumption side of things. So, customers, you're amazing. You're keeping this going.
I love beer consumption, by the way.
And I think one of the biggest ways that people can help, this is a grassroots effort. Share the word, spread the word. Yes. Like our Facebook page, the Instagram page will be up. brewerystrong.org has a nice placeholder there. Thanks to the guys at South River Productions that are doing the website design for us. It's there. There will be stuff there. We're going to officially launch the website on next Monday, the 27th. So you can go on there. There'll be some more information there. If any brewery owners or restaurant owners or bar owners want to get in touch with us, you can message us through Facebook. All of our emails are up on there. Basically, all of the emails to any of us is our first and last name with a dot in between at brewerystrong.org. If you know how to get a hold of us in the traditional way, we'll take it anywhere we go.
Cell phone, email, smoke signal, drive by my house with a case of beer. It's cool.
I especially like Alex, I'm sorry.
Well, one of the things I wanted to say is, Rob's drinking the Gusto version of the Altogether beer. And, no matter what brewery has decided, what charity the brewery that's brewing it has decided to give to, that money is going to a good cause. So wherever you see the Altogether beer, buy it, drink it, love it, share it, compare it to other versions of it. Maybe get a little Altogether, I gotta catch them all kind of Altogether collection of beers. Get the Pokemon Go style. Just like you absolutely should buy and drink and share Altogether, because no matter what, it's going to a good cause.
Yeah,
and it's nice to see that there's a lot of brewery owners on here now. We had Karen from Coho's on, Paul Simmons is on, Jason Campbell's on, Zach's on, and if I miss people, Crystal's on. I'm sure there's a lot more that I'm missing, but these are the people. You guys are, your people are the reason that we want to do this. And you liquor store owners and bar and restaurant owners that are moving tons of liquid right now for all these local breweries and local distilleries. Let's not leave Guy and our friends at Little Water and all the other distilleries out right now. I mean, it's a craft thing, and I think that we're very lucky to have the group of people we have. Matt, on your end up north, how many people are brewing the Altogether up by you?
I mean, we got a good amount of people brewing it. I think the biggest concern early on was just where we were going to be putting the money. A lot of people didn't know what charities they'd be able to put this into.
I know one.
Yeah, I mean, now we're set. We were even trying to put something together even just before Rob and Alexis had contacted me to start working on this with them. We were talking to kind of very local, trying to work something in with some between restaurants, other breweries, and some liquor stores and stuff, and just in the area to try to build something up for a very, very localized sort of cause. And that fell through for us. But I know that I can't. I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but I know a lot of people are putting this beer together, beer together. Ours is coming out. I can't remember if it's the first or the second week in May. And I'm looking forward to, like Alexis said, collecting them all and trying everybody's out and seeing what we can do, because it's for a great cause.
Yeah.
I mean,
Rob,
today was awesome. Like, we went to 7 days a week, so I was basically working Monday through Friday and doing stuff in the house. And like today, my wife was doing school. Yeah, today's school day, so she's an administrator. So I was like, I got to get out of here. So like, I met Alexis to get the paperwork I needed, and I was like, I'm gonna go down to see Gusto, go down to Ludlam, and it was great. It was just great to see people. Like, that's the biggest thing I miss. I mean, I'm a super social person, and my job is to be out there all the time, and it kills me. Like, I feel like Tom Hanks in Castaway. I just want to put my hand on the keg and put the thing and just talk to the keg every day when I sit at the brewery. And I think this is going to be awesome, and I didn't know what it was going to turn into. I really didn't, and with all your guys' help, like, this is tremendous. Like, Mike Bell really put some thought into that logo, and there's more to come. I mean, they both have agreed to help me out all the way through this, no matter what, and they think it's a great cause. And listen, they're really good guys.
And we should mention that they've donated their
all their artwork is donated.
So I mean, we're so grateful to them for that.
Yeah, and it's funny when this came together pretty quickly. I think within the last 72 to 96 hours, Alexis has put about 2,000 miles on her car.
Oh, but what was great for me was that's like a normal work day for me. So I felt like it was back to normal, but with masks.
And it's been very collaborative. We're very excited about it. So, Rob, let's talk about the best thing they can do to start over, what people can do and how they can find us. So let's give it the breakdown again before we wrap this up.
You can find us on www.brewerystrong.org. You can like us on Facebook, which, if you're friends with any of us on here, we basically all send it out. So you might get 4, you might get 3, who knows, but you're going to get some doubles. Go to, teespring.brewerystrong.com, right?
So it's all up on Facebook. Everything's up on the Facebook page right now.
Brewery Strong Facebook, and all the links are there.
And let's listen, man. If you have the means, or listen, it's a cool shirt. I will tell you that. You can get on any color. Just try to help as much as you can. And if a big company that is interested in helping out, please put them in contact with one of us. Like, it's important. And I think that I know some people that they don't have any income, and they haven't gotten any unemployment, and that's got to be a sucky thing.
All right, so the goal is to get this up and running and get us some money out as quickly as we can. And you don't have to buy a shirt if you just want to send some money our way. We're happy about that too. We'll make sure it goes all to good use. As Lexi Diggs gives the double thumbs up.
So if any of you were worried, Alexis is in charge of the money.
Listen, there are some people who will be like, "Oh yeah, that's not better. That's not better."
We are just the ones that listen. I think that we've assembled such a great team, and I'm so grateful. And I don't know, like, it's overwhelming somewhat, a little bit. Yeah, and I'm not overwhelmed a lot.
No, and we're going to wrap things up here. So a couple things. Here's your job. Go on Facebook, like brewerystrong.org, and invite all your friends. Power in numbers, people. The more people that get eyes on this, the better we're going to be. Secondly, if you know a brewery owner or bar owner or restaurant owner that's struggling right now and has some employees that are out, we're going to start having an application process. Let people know that we're out here and we're starting. Now, look, we're small. We're just starting. We're not going to be able to help everybody. But I have a feeling that pretty soon we're going to be able to help some people, and I think everybody that's on here agrees with me. Third, hug your neighbor and buy some takeout. Buy some takeout from the breweries. Buy some takeouts from the distilleries, from the local restaurants. Support your neighbors as, we're trying to open up this. And I don't know how soon it's going to be open, but everybody's been incredible to everyone. I mean, it's been a really, really cool thing. It's nice to see the million stories and nice to see the million people that are going up to buy beer. and we're very appreciative of that. For all of us are, and I'd like to thank Alexis for putting it all together, and Matt for jumping in, and Cindy, and I'm really happy that Augie, Mike, and Crystal can be a part of this. We've covered the whole state pretty well with brewery owners and media people and business executives, and we're hoping that we have a nice grasp on what's going on. Any last remarks, guys, or anything you want to say before I fade out and start?
I want to end with a pretty cool Brewery Strong story.
Yeah.
We have customers that come into our tasting room pretty much every Thursday. They fill about 4 growlers. They're in their late 60s, sweet as can be. The lady always brings us baked goods. When we first started doing curbside, she called up the brewery and she was like, we want to do this curbside thing, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I said, you're the lady who makes the baked goods? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, awesome. She's like, we're really scared. She's like, when we get there, we're going to pull up and we'll call you. Can you bring it out to the trunk? And then we want to leave something for you. And I said, that's not a problem. I said, I'll have masks and gloves on and blah, blah. So when they got there, they went out. I waved to them. They ordered, honestly, like $200 and some worth of beer. And I was like, they rock. And in the back was a little bag, and it said Tuckahoe, and it was a $50 tip to go along with what they bought. They called again a week and a half later this week. They came in, and this week she left another $50 tip and baked goods. And it really brought a tear to my eye. I was like, that's pretty cool.
And where there's many, many stories like this, Alexis, Matt, I'm sure you guys have a couple too. I think that, it's a really, really good thing. And Karen Buckingham is up here saying nothing like someone coming out to support us. They say that they appreciate our doors being open, and she tells them that she's that they are the reason that we are here. And it's so hard not to hug them, as she's saying here. And I know some of you guys can read this, but the guys can't. It's hard not to hug them, and I get it. And let's just stay strong and stay together. And how are we going to end this, Rob?
Shirts.
Yeah.
Buy some shirts. Buy some shirts. Send some checks. We'll be happy to distribute them where they need to go.
Wait.
So, good.
Nope.
You can't see it the other way.
No. There it is. There it is. Fun Bobby.
Fun Bobby
2022.
2022. On behalf of Matt and Alexis,
Listen, we're gonna have conversations about like campaign laws there.
So we're gonna wrap it up, guys. On behalf of Matt, Alexis, Rob, Cindy, and Augie, and
Cheers.
Mike, and Crystal, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And we'll be talking to you soon. Cheers.
Cheers.